What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Assassin 4. As you see, we're gonna give Marvel some free promos because tonight we got the Fantastic Four. Check that movie out in July, by the way. but 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 introduction. Shout out to my boy Dr. Esquire Day. What's going on with you, man?
What's up, man? How y'all boys feeling?
Man, I'm feeling better from the weekend. I just let me just say that.
Man, oh man,
Oh,
was hungover.
oh man,
Hey
Esquire
man,
weekend.
I gotta stop drinking cognac, man. It makes me sweat too much, bro.
Man, people always say you gotta go to Africa. Well, shit, Africa came to us that night. I'm gonna tell you that. But story for another time. Story for another time. We got my boy C. No, what's going on with you, man?
What's good with it, y'all? You know what it is. Same day. I mean, same shit, different day. It's been a day to me. It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's only Tuesday, nigga.
Nah, this shit feel like Thursday. I ain't even gonna hold y'all.
And then of course we got one of 910's finest, my boy BT. What's good with you, man?
I'm chilling, man. Like Cino said, bro, it's only Tuesday, but it's been a week, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been a week.
Yeah,
I'm good.
it's
Can't
been
complain,
it,
man.
yeah, it's been a week for some of us, but to others it's just only been a couple of days. Because our first topic of the day, NFL free agency has begun. Players have been getting signed. Players have been getting cut. Players have been getting extended. So I'm gonna just go in right into it, man. To y'all, what was some of the biggest free agency signings? What were some of the shockers so far in this in start NFL free agency?
I say this because I gotta just go ahead and just get this off. If you had told me this time last year that Sam Darnold was gonna be making 33 million a year playing quarterback in the NFL, I would have personally took you to the hospital because how the hell is he getting paid that much playing quarterback? At like based on based on how his career had gone so far.
Hey,
But credit to him,
hey,
credit to
man, that
balling
Matt
out.
Flynn, that Matt Flynn formula, that Kirk Cousins formula, man. Hey, we just need 1 year. We just need 1 year.
That's all it
And
takes.
apparently that's all you need. But he got his money. He got his money.
Mhm.
He balled out, got his money. So um, and Seattle, I guess like Seattle desperately needed a quarterback, so they went and got him.
Mhm.
But yeah. So that was I knew he was going like either to the Raiders and then or Seattle. But then when Geno went to Vegas, I was like, all right, then that means either like he's going to the Giants or he's going to Seattle. So um, yeah, I mean that was as far as like how much he got paid. I think that was like the biggest like surprise to me. But I mean there's others that that I'm sure you guys are going to touch on, like Justin Fields to the Jets. I'm interested to see what that looks like.
That's
But
shocking.
yeah, the kind of the quarterback shuffle has been interesting to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. The Sam Darnold, like Dre said in the chat, bro, he on that Kirk Cousins stuff, man. But I mean, the nigga did ball out last year. What he did. Like I always tell people, when Sam is on, he's cool, but when he off, that nigga off, son.
He's off.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
off.
So, like, he consistent with that. So we'll
Yeah.
see what he do, man.
He
But
get rattled one time, it's over.
it's over, son. It's
Hmm.
over.
Yeah.
So, but now, like, I don't want to talk about this team, but the Patriots made a lot of moves this off season.
That's all you gotta say. We ain't gotta touch on it too much.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right.
Hey,
We did. We did our due diligence. We did our due
hey,
diligence.
So there
look,
you go,
but look,
Malachi. There you go.
but look, man, they got Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis, and
Yeah,
that's gonna be a hell of a secondary, man.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's all right.
All right, moving on.
No,
Moving
but
on.
but but more but staying in kind of the pocket. Because I've been paying attention to teams that had QBs like ourselves, like with Jay and Daniels. Patriots have Drake May, and then Broncos with what's my boy's
Bo
name?
Nix.
Bo Nix and stuff like that. You kind of seeing teams that when you have your QB of the future, you making aggressive moves like we've been saying. Broncos added a lot of pieces to that defense because they know their defense was good until they play against like really good teams like the Buffalo Bills, and it showed in the playoffs. So with that defensive coordinator who's really into blitzing, it kind of helped that they got somebody like Greenlaw to come in there because he's really good in the blitzing. So well, I know he's coming off injury because he's been like 20 months removed from playing, but you know, again, when you got a QB like Bo Nix on a rookie deal, it's like your clock is ticking, especially when you make the playoffs in your first year. So you could kind of see teams like Denver making moves like that, and then like us and the Patriots and even the Bears trying to add to their O line because they made some trades and signings to beef up their own line. So it's going to be interesting to see like what other moves these teams make. But to me, I guess some of the surprising moves is just like some of these where some of these players are going because I'm like, I guess y'all just want the money more than win because then you got like Charles Xavier Ward going to the Colts, and then you got Javon Holland going to the Giants and stuff like that. I mean, I ain't gonna knock nobody getting into their bag, but don't put as a reason for going to a team is we gotta be winning, we gotta have leadership, we gotta be contending for something, and then you choose the Colts and the Giants.
And Daniel Jones is your quarterback.
Not yet. Not yet. He got to battle AR-15, but the fact that AR-15 is in a battle with a QB like Daniel Jones tells me a lot about your QB situation in Indy. So,
yep. Yeah, I mean other than like Daniel Jones, I mean they got Bynum, they got a safety, Cameron Bynum, and like we mentioned, Ward from the 49ers. So at least on defense, I mean they got some good pickups. I mean, that offense is going to be that Colts offense. I mean, other than Jonathan Taylor, yeah. I mean, until you like having like two quarterbacks, it's like I don't know, like that's
having two quarterbacks is like having no quarterback.
Yeah. Basically, a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. Basically, yeah. So. I don't know. Like, because both of them haven't proved that they can be a franchise quarterback.
I will say, because, BT stressed this a lot. I mean, we don't care because it's not our squad, but teams like Philly and the 49ers especially, hey, those windows do not last too long. Those windows do not.
Yeah.
Because 49ers are having to give up a lot of players because they eventually have to give Brock Purdy the bag. And so you kind of seeing the effects. Like, of course, they traded Deebo Samuels to us, but you're seeing like really good players from them just getting cut or signing elsewhere because they know the money's not there in San Francisco no more because you got to take care of that QB position. So I heard they got about like 12 draft picks. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try to address a lot of these areas by going young, but that 49ers contention window has got to be close at this point for at least a couple of years. Do y'all think?
It's definitely, man. For that team, the way it was constructed, yeah, that window is closed. But them 12 draft picks gonna, help them out a little bit. But as far as like that team that we saw 2 years ago, yeah, that window is definitely done.
Yeah, I think the Rams took over now. Yeah, like how the Rams are currently built. You got a young defensive line like with led by Jared Verse. Offensive side, you got someone to go with Puka Nacua at least for the next couple of years, and Devontae Adams. Kyron Williams is still there. Matthew Stafford can still play quarterback, can still play at a high level. They have a good offensive line. I just mentioned the defensive line. Their defense is not bad. They gave Philly the most problems in the playoffs. They were just like a few plays away a few plays away from
and
making
some
the
weather
upset.
and some
And
good
so,
weather.
you know, so that team is set up for success. And like we've been talking about with the 49ers losing guys like Greenlaw and Debo and Ward. Yeah, it's going to be some impact. And then on top of that, injuries, like we don't know what McCaffrey is going to look like next year because he didn't really play. He only played a few games last year. And then Seattle lost DK, lost Geno. They released Tyler Lockett. They released a few other guys too. So, and then the Cardinals are still young. So, that the Rams have taken over now.
Yeah, the Cardinals did get Josh Sweat, that was also a surprise to me too. But we know, like in the NFL, especially when you get like your Super Bowl ring, at that point, it's like you can go for that bag anywhere else at this point. And he's in the West Coast. Well, Arizona's not really a bad state to be playing in. So, I mean, I don't knock it. I was hoping he was one of the free agent players that I was looking for my team, but you know, hey, NFL is that sport where hey, look, you gotta get to that bag quick and hurry because you don't know when
Not
your
for
last
long.
day gonna be.
Yes.
You don't
Not
know,
for
like
long.
so. I don't hate anybody that's making moves to get to the bag. Like let's
And
make
that's
that.
why
Let's play.
and that's why I'm not mad at Miles Garrett for getting the deal that he got, even
Yeah.
though like
Oh,
it's a high price.
him and Crosby played the shoe grain so very well. They played that. Hey, I want to get traded to a contender so they can get them brink trucks backed up into their
Straight up,
driveways.
And
I'm
that's
not
literally
mad at
what
that at
happened.
all. I'm not
straight
mad at
up.
that at all. I'm not
So that
mad at it at all. I mean, and I guess we could get to this now because like Miles Garrett took some capital to get to your team. So if the asking price was kind of too high because you kind of needed picks or whatever to kind of make some other trades or use them to fill in with young players, then I understand. But I know we want Miles Garrett, but to see what Adam Peters did yesterday and pull off that trade for Tunsil, I did not see that coming at all.
yeah, that
So
was a
the
good one.
fact that
That was a good
so
one.
the fact he paired Daniels with one of the best left tackles in the game,
Mhm.
I was really excited with that move, and we really didn't give up too many picks for it either. So
Yeah, y'all
like we
did
still
great.
got we still got a first round pick, and like me and my friend Ant talked about, we might even just trade down so we can even get more picks, so we can actually fill it in with needs with young players as well. But to know that we have a left tackle because as good as Darian was, our blocking could have been better, especially in the passing game. So the fact that we got Tunsil and then he can be good with the passing and run game, I think that was a key trade that we got. So far, Peters, he brought in Lattimore, he brought in Debo, he brought in Tunsil. So we see if these moves are the ones that are going to help us take us to another level and get us over the top. So I'm excited. We signed some of our core players back, like Ertz, Wagner, Bates, Tressway. So I know we got some other moves made. We got the DB from New Orleans, Will Harris. We see how that goes. But I was kind of like, damn, we did lose out on Chin. So I hope we do something else and get another DB somewhere because DB was one of our weaknesses on our defense for sure. So I definitely want to get that shore up, and I know we definitely need some DN help too because we got to be able to set the edge as well. Our run defense was putrid last year, like horrendous. So I'm hoping that either do the draft or do free agency or whatever. Right now, I'm just gonna let Peters cook. I'm gonna just let Adam Peters do his thing. Like we keep questioning him, then he do some miraculous shit. I'm gonna just let him do him. That's all I gotta say about that.
Mhm.
Hey, that's the same thing I'm saying about Dan Morgan. He been cooking lately. He went and got us 3 defensive linemen. We picked up a safety. Like we're doing
Yeah,
everything that we need to do. If you ask me, we pretty much rebuilt the defense on day one, and we still got Derek Brown coming back. And today we just cut terrorism out of the organization altogether. So it's like
Hey man, hey
that's what you like.
we re-signed Brady too, and
Yeah, yeah.
and then again, and then also like in the first round, we can still go defense. We can still get old dude Walker from Georgia. We can get Johnson from Michigan. We can do different things with that pick to keep building the defense. So I mean Dan Morgan has made some lemons with lemonade because I think BTU you said something about this yesterday with Milton Williams. I forgot where he went, but I think he got 3 years, 26
Patriots.
to the Patriots. Okay, to the Patriots. And then we used 26 mil to get three defensive linemen. Yeah, I mean Dan has been cooking. That's what I like about this front office.
Hey BT, what Milton got to do every year since he's getting 26 mil?
You need to make the Pro Bowl every year.
BT was in the chat saying, "Hey Patriots, y'all tripping."
26 mil is crazy.
He got to make the Pro Bowl. He got to be first team All Pro every year.
Exactly. Patriots just giving away money because they ain't got nobody. Because nobody want to come there and play. That's all that it is.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Of course, like the Patriots, they got the money to do so they go and spend it because, I mean, anything's better than what they had last year outside of QB. So
yeah.
Ideally, you still want to kind of see them upgrade their playmakers, so we see what they're going to do with the draft and everything like that. But
did they touch that O-line yet?
I think that's what they're going to do in the draft.
I hope so.
My man, they're going to get Campbell from LSU.
They're looking very Chicago Bears-ish. I'm just being real. Have we seen them touch the O-line yet? That's what I said last year. They went out and got Caleb Williams, but they didn't protect that man. Oh, we're going to get you this. We're going to get you that. We're going to get you all of these weapons, but you can't protect the man. That's like saying you're going to put new shutters on a house, but you don't do nothing to the walls or the floor. Terrible foundation.
No facts, man. But BT White, I know you're happy you got your boy 8 Ball still in town, man.
Hey, man. I was at work, boy. Heck when I seen that junk come across my phone,
boy. Hey, fuck Elon Musk, because he tried to fuck us over, man. We got that news drop while Twitter was fucking up.
I was mad, boy, because I was going to celebrate like for real. But nah, back to Corey. Corey, you a fool, bro. I heard what you said, bro. Got rid of that terrorist, bro.
Hey, we have no place for terror in Charlotte.
Bro, you was a fool, dog.
Sure, unless you're on university.
We got to get rid of them white.
I was like, this the West Side. I was like, this the West Side team. It's like, nah, this university. I was like, God damn.
I think I feel this right up the block.
Yeah,
I know,
boy.
Yeah, I'm about to say you see Charlotte must have admitted a lot of YNs to the university or something, bro. Like,
I mean, but no. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all keep coming in here talking about some murder hornet shit. Now the murder is coming. Now the murder's here. Y'all want to be Gotham so goddamn bad. Gotham's here now, nigga. Gotham's here now, nigga. Get you a Batman.
They want to be jailblazers. They want to
exactly. It comes. Shit comes with it, man.
Hey, look.
It's crazy, boy.
To be jailblazers.
Yup.
But no, on the real, I'm excited to see what both our teams do when it comes to the rest of this free agency and this draft. I do know, like, I hope we get Fowler back. Like, I know he did very well in the DN. I just know he needed some DN help, so I hope we fix that. And I know y'all looking at trying to possibly upgrade some pieces on the offensive end for Bryce because he had great momentum finishing the season last year. But an interesting pickup that I saw a little bit earlier was DeAndre Hopkins going to the Ravens.
Like, I did that 1 year.
That's an interesting pickup. But when the Ravens get back in the playoffs, he better not drop the football again.
That's the Odell Beckham contract. That's all that is. But I look at that. That's the Odell Beckham contract.
Mm-hmm.
I was say this is Dez Bryant 2.0 going on over here with the Ravens. Like,
yeah, the clock is winding down for DeAndre Hopkins. That's what it is. I'm getting these 1 year deals to go to playoff and Super Bowl contenders. That's the goal right now. And probably unless he gets another 1 year deal after this, that's probably it. That's probably it. So, I mean, credit to him. I mean, I ain't going like talk about it like his career is over because it's not yet. But I mean, it's just at that point where like, in my like mid-30s, I don't really care about getting the money. I've already got big contracts before. Now it's just
Mm-hmm.
about doing whatever I can to win the championship. And I
Yeah.
see that Baltimore, okay, you have Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews. Okay, they need a second wide receiver to go along. Oh, Rashad Bateman. They get a third wide receiver, a third option to go along with those guys. So he sees an opportunity there. I don't blame him for it. It's another chance to go win a Super Bowl.
Yep, I agree with that. He definitely is on the last back end of his career. So trying to win a ring, these 1 year deals, I'm not mad at it at all. Hopefully, it'll work out for him. We've seen the Ravens in the playoffs before, man. So they get over that hump, bro. I don't know. I ain't gonna bash no more, because it was a team collective effort doing that game against the Bills, but he could have did some things better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shoot. Speaking of the Bills, you talking about whatchamacallit having money? The Patriots, the Bills have money too.
Big bag.
Everybody got paid over
Big
there. Everybody got paid in
I
Buffalo.
didn't know that.
My boy on the D line. Then Josh, that wedding is paid for 5 times over, dog.
Yeah,
Big bag.
Josh Allen is good.
he good.
$250 guaranteed.
Yeah.
You want to know who? You want to know who's shitty? You want to know who's really shitty about that
Hell,
deal?
come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do my do that nigga. Come on, son.
All right. I'll let
Come
you know.
on, son. Come
Don't
on,
worry
son.
about it.
No, don't do it. Do it.
He already dealing with a lot because of the movie being delayed again. We ain't gotta keep piling on to that shit, man. Come on,
All
dog.
right. We'll let it go. We'll let it go.
Oh, okay.
We just know there's certain spider people out there whose feelings are real hurt these days. That's all we gonna say, man. It's tough out here.
It's crazy, man. You got to sit there and look at the chick that you want, get married to somebody else, and then he get in the bag. Damn, man, that's.
I mean, hopefully they sell some merchandise to help you out, brother.
Yeah, you gonna need like a good 50% cut of that shit.
Man.
I mean, maybe he get Matt Murdock as lawyer. Maybe he can help him get to the bag. I heard lawyers are definitely needed more these days.
All I'm gonna say is one Spider Man that ain't out here fumbling, and he gets every bag. I saw the man at the cookout and everything. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey, chill out, son. Hey, yo, shout out
he
to
legit
Tom.
was there doing the electric slide, bro.
Shout out to Tom, man. Shout out to my boy. Man, it's been free agents going crazy. Well, we know Kansas City lost Justin Reed, so
yeah,
I thought that was pretty big.
Fuck the Saints.
But you know what team not doing nothing?
who the Cowboys?
The Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals.
What y'all on, bro? I gotta pay my dog, bro.
Hey. Matter of fact, Bengals. Let's have a conversation real quick. Let's have a real conversation real quick because there was opportunities where you could have got all these players on long-term contracts, but you didn't do it. So then you franchise T. Higgins. Even with the injuries, he was still producing as a fringe wide receiver. But then you franchise him again. Okay. You had an opportunity to pay Jamar Chase. Y'all say, nah, we good. And he turns around and has a triple crown season.
Mm-hmm.
Then y'all don't want to pay Trey Hendrickson or whatever, right?
Trey Hendrickson, yep.
And then you know what fucked everything up for them? Was that Myles Garrett contract.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, bro. The longer you wait, the more expensive it's gonna get. That pretty much it.
Hey.
The longer you wait, the more expensive it's gonna get.
Hey, shout out to us because we fucked up some people's contracts too. Now I ain't even gonna hold you because Sauce about to get paid.
Sauce
Yeah.
about to get paid.
Yeah.
Sting about to get paid.
Yeah.
Like I said, the JC
And you might as
contract,
well
bro.
do it sooner than later.
Yes.
You might as well do it sooner than later.
Yes.
Like, and that's what Parsons is going through right now. They're like, they should have paid him last year, but it's only gonna get more. It's only gonna get more and more the longer you wait.
And people are wondering why Dallas is only like spending cheap and everything. They paid that. You had to pay CD. I know they restructured contracts, but let's be realistic. Just adding just 36 mil, that ain't gonna cut it. Like they're gonna have to pay that boy Michael Parsons. Like this is an all pro, and we talking about like top 3 defensive player in the league, and overall probably a top 10 overall player in the league. So he's gonna want that type of contract, and you just saw what they gave Myles Garrett. So
Hey, yeah, you're going.
he's looking to be he's looking to be in that top 3 non QB contract range, and again, you still got Jamar Chase out there. So
Cincinnati's just cheap, bro. Like they're just cheap. Like
you can't be cheap in that market.
It's sad. You can't be cheap trying to win. You can't be cheap trying to win.
They've been cheap before, bro. Like I think they were cheap when they had to pay Ocho Cinco. I think.
Oh, you're right.
Time. I think they were cheap when they wanted, like when T.O. was there, and they thought about maybe re-signing him, but they didn't want to do it. They were cheap when trying to re-sign Carson Palmer. Like they're cheap, bro. T.J. Houshmandzadeh, they were cheap with him, so that's why he went to Baltimore. Like,
I mean, but you see a pattern, and where has it gotten them? Where has it gotten them?
I mean, they don't like to pay wide receivers. That's on them.
Yeah, and that's what
they was paying Marvin Lewis for years, boy.
Because you can only franchise a person twice, right?
Yeah.
So this is it for T. Higgins. Like, if they don't get a deal, then he's walking out of there for nothing.
And it goes back to what I said about them windows, man. They don't last long, bro. Like, so that's on them. They could have actually kept Jesse Bates if they would have paid him beforehand, but they wouldn't.
Yeah.
So they could have had a whole team. They were just paid accordingly, but they want to be cheap, so that's on them.
Yo, they GM going. Whew.
The GM ain't owner, son. It's the owner too.
It's the owner. Because the GM knows that in order to keep up, especially you got to think of teams like Kansas City, you see what Buffalo doing, you see what Baltimore's doing. You know, you got up and coming teams like Denver. Like you see what's going on around, especially just in your AFC conference. You got the Chargers, yes, yeah. So you're gonna have to make some moves because like Cooper Kupp's about to be released. So like he's gonna help. He might not be the Triple Crown Cooper Kupp, but he's going to be a good wide receiver too.
He's still a 1,000-yard receiver. He's still a 1,000-yard receiver. At least
if he stays healthy. So
let me get my football version of the Splash Crackers going on in Charlotte.
Man, bro, like,
See
what that price is like, bro. See what that price is. We need that. Like at least we need at least a
he still got a little step with him. Thielen playing possession. I'm fine.
Thielen playing like he did on 28, 29 still, bro.
I'm fine. And he creating separation. That's the crazy part.
That's what I'm saying. And you heard what the boy from Philly said. His welcome to the NFL moment was against Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Get that boy that work, boy.
Dave, that's Dave nephew.
Yeah. Dave nephew. He said.
White on white crime. White on white crime.
I mean, another interesting place because we haven't got to this yet. Maybe the Jets because the more wide receivers you give Justin Fields, the better.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Cooper and Garrett Wilson.
Hey Corey, you check on Pat yet, man?
But they still got.
So sorry, I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm not laughing at your opinion. I just know, Pat be so serious, but so damn funny, bro. So like. When the news was, he's like, I know he's about to throw that damn phone 3 times. He's like, man, fuck this shit, bro.
And I told y'all if that man they get Rodgers, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Oh my goodness, bro.
They gonna the crash out seasons in Philly.
They get Rodgers. That lets me know that they trying to force Tomlin to get out of there. Because the deal with Pickens, DK, and Aaron Rodgers, oh God. Like, there's too many scenarios where I can see so many possible crash outs. like a bad interception because somebody ain't run a route. Or honestly, between the wide receivers alone, they just gonna like probably jump a DP off some dumb shit. So I can't put nothing past them two, man. I can't put nothing past them two, man. Like when I forgot which game it was last year where I saw Pickens was fighting after the touchdown play, bro. I was like, hey yo, this nigga is wired difference.
They call him NFL young boy.
I know that either.
We already know that he for real came into the league with that name.
I didn't know. Okay, I know he had that shit against Georgia Tech, but damn, man, hey, yo, they funny for that.
I ain't know that at all. I ain't know that.
Hey, these YNs really taking over. It's crazy. But sure, before we wrap this up, is there any like free agency trade or anything y'all got thinking that might be cooking up? Or something y'all want to see happen? It could be for your team, another team, don't matter. Like, because we know the Cooper Kupp thing is out there. So, and y'all said y'all want him in Carolina, but like, who else is out there that can make like a major impact to a team that's still a free agent?
Stephon Diggs a free agent, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a free agent.
But Houston's gonna re-sign him though.
You think so? They traded for Christian Kirk.
They got Kurt. They just got Braxton Berrios. Not saying he's Stephon Diggs, but
yeah, no, they lining up wide receivers. Yep.
Because the thing about Stephon Diggs, he's coming off that ACL injury, and he's like 31 years old. So, and then he has to have a reputation of being like that head case. You know, if things is not right, he's gonna show his ass and everything. So, it's you definitely gotta have a strong locker room to bring up presence like Diggs. And everything was fine in Houston, but Houston just was getting riddled with injuries on the O line and that wide receiver. So to go back to Houston, he is going to have to take like a little bit of a cut. So it really just depends, like, you know, doctors doing their due diligence and seeing like how he is in his recovery with the knee, and then like see how much he really has in the tank to give him like that 1 year, like 15 mil, 1 year, 10 to 15 mil contract. Well, it's got to be more than 10 mil, so 15. That's a possibility. Like I really feel like the Jets is going to try to get a known veteran wide receiver to pair with Garrett Cole. Like,
yeah,
like.
But the Jets still have offensive line problems though.
The Jets always have problems, Dave.
Well, I'm like, you know, you can have all these weapons. You can have these weapons. Like, how you gonna protect?
That's why I was kind of surprised Justin went there in the first place. But I mean, but I'm like, look, when I guess he just feels too slighted by Pittsburgh because it's like, damn, bro, like I was 4-2, and I'm definitely more athletic than Russell Wilson, and y'all just had me sitting behind. I mean, he played the part. He wasn't a distraction or anything like that, but he wants to start, and he wants to make sure he's like solidified as the starter. So I can see why he made that move to the Jets. So we just gotta hope it works out for him, because the Jets have lost some pieces on their defensive line too as well. People haven't talked about it as much, but they losing some people on the defensive line, and they might be they did lose. They lost a DB too. DJ Reed went somewhere too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
So that's not the same. So that's not the same defense from 2 years ago. So I know you still got Sauce and everything, but hey, like BT say, hey man, that window, they be shutting.
It shuts quicker than you think sometimes.
Unless you just got a game changer at quarterback, like, you know, Patty and Tom Brady and all them like that, but
Yeah,
bro, like certain teams got 3 years, but the quarterback is always, they just rebuild a team, you know what I'm saying, or retool the team.
Yeah, but yeah, man, looking forward to see where some of these players go, man. Definitely been a little interesting free agency. I know we waiting to see what's going to happen in the draft, because you know it's a lot of speculations and stuff going on, but we say that for another episode, because you know us doing this pod, we regard as being part of the sports media. And you know the sports media has been going crazy these past couple of weeks, I must say. It's been a lot of infighting. It's been a lot of atrocious takes for clicks. Like, Corey, I'm gonna start with you, because I know you just Nigga, he's pissed because he got to defend a certain player.
Like, the slander, like, yo, bro, like, I know, like, I may not like this person, but I can't sit here and let y'all slander this man like he not the truth. Like, Jason Tatum is nice. He's nice. I just don't like. It's not even that he does anything. I just don't like how he goes about his celebrations. He wants to be like,
hey, yo, you know it's bad. We talk about a nigga celebration. My
the
bad,
brother
bro.
is a chameleon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, I respect his work off the court, though.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah. Hey.
Anthony Edwards, come talk to Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And no, one thing I will give that brother, nobody's PR is better. You're not gonna find an athlete with better PR.
Other than LeBron.
Nah, he might have passed up Bron.
No, he passed LeBron because LeBron be doing.
No, he passed away.
Yeah.
Because look, man, Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna tell you is, I know you trying to be like your idol and have the whole I don't have any kids to worry about lifestyle, but it don't work like that if you have present little kids in your life. But I'm not gonna try to take it there. All I'm saying is, be better, brother. Be better, brother. But Adidas, your marketing team, is A1 right now because the stuff that's coming out on this brother, and people are still buying these AE1s. It's a masterful plan by Adidas. I must say, I can't in front. But
I'm about to say that commercial with them singing Fantasia helps out a lot.
Hey,
it helps out a lot.
Hey, look, we gotta get back on topic. See, that's the issue. That's the issue. Like, we really haven't been giving Jason, which is true. We haven't been giving Jason Tatum the respect that he does deserve. Honestly, he should be the face of the league. That's who everybody should be looking at. But he doesn't come with the drama. He doesn't come with the issues that we would look to and we can joke about and we can laugh at and everything. The stuff that we talk about with him is how he handles celebrating, like I said before. But at the end of the day, like, he has the talent. So for certain people of the media to say that he's not it, that's not it. Like, he's literally who he is, like, for a reason. This man, he went to what, like 6 straight Eastern Conference championships? 7?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like,
yeah.
An insane number. Like, he hasn't missed the playoffs. He hasn't missed the Eastern Conference Finals.
Like I said.
He has because he got bounced by like Brooklyn in 5 one time, but
twice he's not made it to the conference finals.
Yeah, because
against Brooklyn and then against Milwaukee in the second round when Boston had everybody. They had Kyrie, Gordon.
Yeah.
Terry Rozier, and like they had too many.
They tricked off. They tricked off that series, honestly. But Corey, my problem is I don't have a problem if you want to call Jason Tatum bland. Like, I don't have a problem with that.
Exactly.
The problem I have is it's like, because you call him bland is now you're saying he's not a superstar, which to me makes no fucking sense because there have been plenty of stars that have been respected who don't have the personality that other like media people or certain fans are looking for. But like, for example, I say in the chat, Tim Duncan on the court doesn't have no type of personality. He's a lunch pail guy. He goes out there, he gets his double, he leaves and does what he does off the court.
Exactly.
And what pissed me off anymore, because I didn't even get to this point, they was trying to make Kawhi Leonard the fucking face of LA when he went to the damn Clippers.
Somebody made a good point. They was like, when he went to the Clippers, they were starting to run that whole the first person to have 3 finals MVPs with 3 organizations. That's what they was running. But when the Clippers started not doing anything and Bron got it, they stopped talking about that altogether. We never heard that again. Mm-hmm. So like, it's just what they attempt to run. And like, let's be completely honest. Like, Jason Tatum has he has more personality than Kawhi. Kawhi, the only thing that
he does.
He has that hey, in that laugh.
Kawhi is the type of person you have to know him personally to know who he really is. Because you hear from stories around the league. It's like if you're in the locker room, the team, yeah, he's funny and stuff like that, but he does not bring that to the media. He just does his interviews and then he goes home. Like, we didn't know the man could laugh until Toronto. Like, we was like, oh shit, he was a damn robot for like over half his career. I was like, oh shit, he does laugh. So like, because the only time he really showed emotion was the game winner against Philly. That's like the one time we saw emotion come from that man. So it's like, so that's why like when you see like Colin Cowherd, he's doing a little like close your eyes and look at Magic. It's like I don't care about that stuff. That still doesn't give you the right to say stuff like he's closer to Klay Thompson than he is to Steph Curry. Like our boy KD said.
Disrespectful.
Like our boy KD said, Jason Tatum game is nowhere near those two. Those dudes are mostly shooters. Curry can't get to the rim and stuff like that, but Jason Tatum is a wing player that's a slasher, and he plays two-way basketball. He plays great on offense and defense. But he's consistently, for the last 3 years, he's been consistently giving you at least 26 plus a night with at least 7 plus rebounds, with 5 plus assists, and he's also locking up your best player on offense. So I understand that he didn't get the Finals MVP. I understand he had a rough Olympics, but to come here and say that he's not a superstar, we're not. That's where I had to draw the line.
Also, like, even though, like, and we're gonna get to this about this particular award in a second. He's been top 5 in MVP voting for like the past 3 years.
Yeah,
like we're not gonna sit here and disrespect this guy like that.
Yeah,
man. The only thing I got against Tatum, bro, and the only thing I got is he went to Duke, bro.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I got against Tatum. But like, he's a really, really good player, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to say this man, like I said, not a superstar is wild, son. Like, only thing he do is average 27, 7, and 5. And like you said, lock up your best player on defense. Only thing this man has done is been to the Eastern Conference Finals pretty much his whole career. Done been to 2 finals. Got a
Probably gonna be there this year.
Got 2 gold medals.
Yep.
Like I said, his work off the court is A1. Respect. You know what I'm saying?
To keep it a bean, he has the career that most people would want.
Yes.
Hey man,
He's
an
resume is
8-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA.
Hey, and what people keep forgetting, he's really only like 26, 27 years old.
He
hasn't hit his prime. He literally has not hit his prime.
He just started, bro. He just started hitting his prime. It's literally just started.
Just turned 27, man.
So it's just crazy, and that's another problem. The media hasn't even been talking about how good he is as a basketball player. They've been talking about aura. He has no aura. Y'all not paid to talk about a player's aura or like there is. You're here to talk about the game that he's producing on the court. What are we doing when we having some of these discussions?
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about aura?
In the
Ja
words
Morant
of
off the court issues is crazy, but he
Yeah.
got aura though. You know what I'm saying? And Edwards off the court situations are crazy, but he got aura though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, bro. Come on, what we doing here?
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That still should be our MLK matchup every year. We need that every year.
Hey, I'm with it.
But no, in the words of T, Adam Silver's NBA. I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all. Y'all want to know who, if they were still here, none of this stuff would be happening.
You know,
David Stern. Moment of silence for my boy David Stern, man. A real commissioner.
I really miss my nigga. I really miss my nigga.
I can't take y'all niggas serious, man.
Corey, dog. Like what?
I don't take y'all serious no more.
Yo, dog.
I don't take you serious no more.
I not
really
see that
miss my wigger.
Hey, Cole, I don't take you serious no more, bro.
Hey, look. Let me say something, bro. As soon as something happened with Joker, bro, this nigga start acting up, bro. This nigga always start acting up.
bro.
Always
It's
start
your
acting up.
it's your fault, Dave, and it's Cool Kev fault, bro.
How's
Y'all
it
got
my
this
fault?
man acting
How's it my
different, bro.
fault?
I
How's it
blame
my
y'all
fault?
too, bro.
You know why it's your fault. You
How's it
know
my
why it's
fault?
your fault.
How's it
You
my
know
fault?
why it's your fault. You started something and you know you gotta claim that shit. You know what you did.
What
You
I
know
start?
what you did.
It's y'all fault,
What?
bro.
What? I just start putting the bars on the Summer Jam screen. Is that what I start? If that's what I started, then so be it. So be it. So be it.
Hey, at the end of the day, I miss David Stern, man. We ain't had these issues when my boy was alive.
You definitely fault.
Nah, I mean like when we talk about players and aura and just like going back to sports media, my biggest problem watching just day to day like cable like broadcast media is that it's just gotten very lazy. Like there's
Yeah.
storylines out there that can really be touched on.
Breaking news, real quick.
Yeah, I seen that.
What's up?
Yeah, you talking about the racism? The racism, the Buffalo.
To Buffalo,
Racism,
bro.
to Buffalo, man.
What's up?
Enjoy Bolton
Oh,
to Buffalo
shit.
for 1 year deal.
Yeah.
What?
To Buffalo on a 1 year
Oh,
deal.
nah.
Yeah.
Damn, he didn't want to be with his brother. That's how you know 49ers down bad.
And that man went from daggone Cali to Buffalo.
Ain't
The
enough
Buffalo,
white
son.
haters, bro.
Like I said, like San Francisco still in Cali. I'm like, damn, Buffalo? Shit.
You went from LA to Buffalo, bro?
I mean, he played at Ohio State. He did play at Ohio State, so
He
I'm gonna say he
Oh man.
yeah. But yeah, man, like sports, I think like sports media, I think they lean too much into the entertainment part rather than doing the actual job of the sports part. Like the journalism has gotten lazy. There's still few of them out there, but like it's like when your favorite rapper finally gets known and he makes his first like mainstream album. It's like it's diluted because he's got to make the hit singles now. He's got to get the radios. He got to get the radio joints popping. So it's like it's just not the same quality that you want from him. But because you think it's like you could do so much better. And some artists cross over. And some be like, nah, I'm gonna stick to what I know. Either gonna fuck with me or not. But like, I'm not trying to be like some pop star nigga or anything. But that's what's happening to some of this journalists. Is like,
this is the best
again, I have a problem when you have football players talking about NBA players, and I have a problem when you have NBA players talking about football players. Like y'all not like when I posted the Keon Coleman when he was with Melo in the chat, the way he broke down like why he thought football was harder than basketball, it made so much sense to me because you have somebody that literally played two sports at the college level, so he at least knows like the difficulty of what it takes to play each sport and what like the pros and cons of playing each sport. That's the type of break. But no offense to Shannon Sharp, bro, but like how many fucking times I gotta hear a LeBron debate from you, dog? Like you didn't play MJ, you didn't play some of these greats that you're talking about, and I don't know what your beef with OKC Thunder is, but dog, like the whole LA 5 joint, it's like it's getting crazy.
It was just bars. It was just bars. That's all it was. And OKC's in the way. That's all it was. But I say this. Like before you go, BT, I just want to say this because when we talk about just the laziness in journalism or the laziness with how we talk about like sports, like take the NFL for example, like people like Mina Kimes, Swagoo, Ryan Clark, like all these people that you see on NFL Live. I actually think the quality of NFL Live is really good, like on a day-to-day basis.
I think it's the best on ESPN right now.
I think it's really good for how they are very knowledgeable about all 32 teams, about their matchups from week to week. They can give you like really some key analysis on the games and the player and a lot of the key players from these teams. Whereas the NBA, like I was saying before, there's a lot of like storylines and a lot of things that get misplaced or just not talked about. Like, why are we talking about more? Not just about Cleveland being a 1 seed but how Boston is a 2 seed and whether Cleveland really needs home court advantage
Mm-hmm.
in order to beat Boston if they make it to the conference finals. Why are we not talking about whether Cade Cunningham could be the next face of the NBA? Why are we talking about like guys like him or whether like Giannis and Dame and what they're doing? I know they're like in fourth place, fifth. They've had some up and downs a little bit, but they're still up there. And why are we not talking about whether they can beat Cleveland or whether they can get to the conference finals? Why are we not talking about a potential Celtics Bucks matchup? Why are we not talking about a potential Knicks Celtics matchup in the second round, like we are doing in the West, where the Lakers could possibly see the Thunder in the conference finals, the Lakers could possibly see the Warriors in the first round, the Nuggets could possibly see the Warriors. Like, why are we not talking about guys like Jalen Green, or why are we not talking about Memphis enough? Like, what are we doing?
It's an issue when the lead story on First Take is Stephen A. Smith needing to respond to LeBron James.
Yep. And this is what I was going to say, bro. Sports media took a turn for the worse with one person.
Mm-hmm.
With one person,
and it's funny because they reunited. They just recently reunited.
It started with this clown behind dude with Skip Bayless, bro. Yeah, it started with Skip Bayless clown behind, son. Like, talking about a clutch gene and talking about this man spent 20 years talking about one player. When you had plenty of players in that 20 years you could have talked about, bro. But you wanted to make a career talking about one player, son, and a clutch gene. And when LeBron did do something good, you wanted to pick and choose well, he didn't make this pass. He had a turnover here, but he hit a game-winning shot. Talk about a turnover, though. You know what I'm saying? The game against Boston when he had 45 and 16, he was like, well, in the fourth quarter, he only scored such amount of points. The game was already over in the fourth quarter, but that's the stuff he talks about, bro. Stuff like that, dog.
I feel like Skip committed his life or his career to seeing, okay, like LeBron James coming into the NBA and the whole hype around LeBron being the next Michael Jordan or whatever. And he put his body on the sword as far as, I'm going to have this agenda around making sure that LeBron is like making it known that LeBron is not like even close to Michael Jordan and picking out his flaws no matter how successful he is. I believe he committed to that agenda back in 2004 and didn't let up on it. And as the first 7 years in Cleveland happened and LeBron hadn't won a championship yet, then it went to Miami. Then it just got even like better and better for Skip because he was getting more of this like attention around his agenda. So
I got 2 points that I want to make. I got 2 points I want to make real quick. And I'm glad that you brought that up, Dave. All right, so the point that I'm gonna make: LeBron has made 2 media careers in his time of being in the NBA and being popular. Brian Windhorst and Skip Bayless. It's crazy when you think about it. Like they really got popular off reporting everything about LeBron their entire career. Well, this part of their career. But in the second point that I want to make, in ESPN's coverage of basketball, for every Tim Legler that you get, you got at least 3 or 4 Kendrick Perkins.
Yep.
That's the best way to look at their basketball coverage.
Thanks, bro. And you know what? The worst thing about it, bro, like, I don't even watch ESPN for basketball coverage, bro. I already get on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I go to NBA TV, or like you said, BT, I go on YouTube to watch basketball stuff, like, because it's so negative. And don't get me wrong, because we do it too. Do we slander folks? Yes. But we also give people their props. Because everybody knows I don't like Chris Paul. I don't give a fuck about that man. But is he one of the best point guards of all time? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. But if you allow ESPN to spin the narrative, they're gonna be like, well, the irony is, I think that's one of the main reasons I don't like Chris Paul, because ESPN keeps thinking like he's the greatest point guard ever when he don't accomplish shit. He always, like his height, he always falls short. But yet at the same time, they're going to ignore like other players. Like they're going to be like, Dame ain't do enough. They're going to be like, who's another point guard? Like John Wall's not going to get his due credit because Washington never got past the second round, stuff like that. shit like that. But they were all good players. But you just didn't spend the necessary time on them because y'all center everything on LeBron James, and when it's not basketball, you center on whatever the fuck the Cowboys are doing. So everything is diluted because it's like, dog, I don't want to come on and hear y'all talk about the same topic every time. Because at the end of the day, to me, it sounds like y'all more closet LeBron fans and Dallas fans than y'all let on to be, for real.
Yep.
Because I'm sorry, because if I don't give a fuck about y'all, I'm not talking about y'all.
And one more thing, Dre. The summer of 2021, I think, in July, the finals was going on. What was the first topic on Undisputed? It tells you everything right there, bro. That tells you everything you need to know about sports media coverage.
Man,
right there.
look, man. FS1 has been pissing me off for about 9 years, for real.
Like, come on, bro.
Right, you know. So I mean, even like when they started back in like 2015, 2016, it was like, this is just a wannabe ESPN. This is just a wannabe ESPN for real. A bunch of ESPN retakes. But when that Space Jam shit though in 2021 after an epic Game 5, a swing game, game, and your A block topic is how LeBron did in Space Jam.
But it tells you everything you need to know about sports media right there.
But there's a bright side. There's a bright side. I heard there's some joy coming back to FS1 soon. I heard some joy coming back to FS1 soon.
There's some joy coming across the timeline, bro.
Yeah, we got. Hey, it's Dave. It's always good to spread some joy. It's always good to spread joy. It's always good.
Yeah, thankfully, because all them football dudes on FS1 don't know what the hell they talking about from February to August, bro. Like they really don't. Like, and when they try to talk hoops, it's so like it's almost cringeworthy.
Like Shady McCoy, bro. Like what is wrong with this clown, bro? I used to like this dude too, bro. But when he started talking, I'm like, yo, this nigga don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Hey, there you go. Certain people you should not allow to talk. Exactly. Certain people you shouldn't allow to talk.
They don't vet these players when they bring them on TV. Y'all know
yes, they do.
I go back.
Yes, they do. Oh, see, what you thinking is you thinking they go in there and be like, damn, he don't know what he talking about. We can't bring him on here. It's the exact opposite. It's like, oh, he's a coon. He's a fool. Give him a contract. Because Kendrick Perkins called Giannis Robin during the NBA Finals. Robin.
And what Giannis do in Game 6? Drop 50. That's Robin, though, right?
And I was so glad.
Closeout game.
I was so glad Jalen Rose was still there.
And he said Middleton was Batman.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember this now.
All because when Giannis was hurt, Middleton closed out the fucking Hawks. That we all know that shouldn't have been there in the first goddamn place.
Exactly.
Like, let's be so fucking for real.
But like how I always say, we should have known that the NBA coverage on ESPN was going to go downhill when we turned on our TV and saw on First Take Ryan Hollins sitting up there talking about the game.
Yo.
I can never let that shit go.
And they had so many good, people like Jalen Rose, bro. Like,
during that time, they had people.
Like I think you got Tim Legler talking at midnight. Who up at midnight, bro? I'm in the bed. I'm not
exactly.
SVP at midnight. Like why do we have SVP?
It's only like you only see Tim Legler on SVP, bro. Like
yes.
And the only time you'll hear him then, and only when he's like broadcasting games or as a color commentator for games, So that's
SVP
it. He's not able to give it
Bob Costas. SVP should have been there, Bob Costas. If we gonna keep it hot.
I mean, yeah. I mean, they roll. But they do that with him for like golf and some other sports, but not with basketball or and with like Monday Night Football. They do that with him, but with basketball now they don't do that.
Bob Costas did it with a lot.
He did.
Yeah, because NBC recognized that, hey, like this is our best like lead
NBA
commentator.
NBC save us.
Yeah,
save us, man.
This is our best lead guy.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, they putting together a squad over there. That's why I can't wait
I'm
for this shit to start.
I'm definitely interested to see how they do on Amazon and NBC and stuff, man. How the series
Yeah, I'm looking for. NBC need to fight Fox for their song back. But outside of that, I'm definitely looking forward to.
I thought they said it was coming back.
I think
It is
like
coming back.
the
It is
promo,
coming back.
the promo had the Round Ball Rock song on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah, the promo for the NBA for this fall had the Round Ball Rock song, which I guess it means it's coming back.
And I'm gonna make this last little comment about ESPN's coverage of the NBA, and we can choose the tag. I guess we'll tag the YouTube page and whatever as well. But it's this YouTube page called Awful Coaching. They do better game breakdowns than I've seen on ESPN in at least a decade.
Yeah,
They literally break down the game.
Honestly, yeah, it's like we're saying, like since Jalen Rose, when Rose and Legler used to be on Get Up breaking down plays, that was the last time. That was the last time we saw it.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I know we're thinking about fans like us that actually like content like that, breaking the game down. Because I want to actually, talk about the casual fan. Because the casual fan, they're not going to look for all that, because for them it's too much information. They don't even know what like the language or like the fuck with. Like we just like 2 episodes ago when we had Q on, like we was talking about how people don't even know simple shit like a V cut or what to do against a diamond press or like a 2-1-2 zone, stuff like that. But again, the media's job is to build storylines up so people can gravitate and understand what's going on around the league, what's going on around the country. So the fact that there's not enough coverage on the Detroit Pistons, who literally went from one of the worst records ever in the NBA to a playoff team this year, all after getting some players and getting a new coach and everything. The way that at one point before they had a little bit of injury, Cleveland Cavaliers was on a 70-game pace. The fact that you have OKC they was the number 1 seed last year, and then they look even stronger this year. And then with Ja being injured and suspended last year, Memphis is still a top 3, 4th seed team. So it's stuff like that, and then you see the effects of Karl Anthony Towns getting traded from Minnesota to New York and how it's impacting both teams. Like it's so much that's going on that they're not even covering. Like even like the Thompson twins, like they don't bring up the Thompson twins enough for me on ESPN. Like you see it on Twitter, like when they break down the stats when you look at a certain page or anything. But the fact that you had the Thompson twins, the twins that was drafted under Victor Wembanyama and Brandon Miller, these guys are ascending at a level that I didn't see coming out of them because they was playing above their age in that OTE league. But they really starting to show out that they can really be something, and they really going to really help this Houston and Detroit squad. And I feel like both of those teams, and this might be for a future, going to make business decisions in the offseason because they just want to make sure those two get enough playing time because they see the potential out of both of these players. Yep. So these are things that we need to be talking about, but of course we're not.
And this is the bone that I have to pick with ESPN because we still do have what is it, NFL Today, NFL Insiders that actually breaks down the game. They go into the game itself. What happened to the NBA getting something like that? Pretty much they got rid of their entire coverage of MLB. So is it just that you want to go straight to being an NFL station or NFL broadcast? If that's the case, so be it.
You can kind of see the writing on the wall just because, like, Get Up, even with NFL not in season, that like I know I haven't been one, but I can pretty tell that free agency probably the first few topics when they get on that show. Then when you get into first day, you have someone like Shannon Sharp, so automatically there's going to be some football like discussion on the show. Then you go into more NFL stuff. Like you really don't get the NBA coverage until it's like an hour or 30 minutes before the game. And they're only going to like center it on these two teams, or they're going to break down some negativity points about some other team. Like I'm pretty sure they talked about Philly because they've been bad. They talked about Phoenix because they've been bad. But in all honesty, we don't give a fuck because they're not going to be in the picture in the long run for the rest of when it gets to money time. So why are we not focusing on teams like Minnesota at 7? Like the Warriors have been on level 1-1. That's like the only team that they've been focused because Steph is there, of course. that they've been focused on that have had a major turnaround. But you know who also had a major turnaround from the beginning of the season? The Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks was down double digits
And
and
I'm
from
pissed
wins to
off.
losses.
They won the in-season tournament and you know
Exactly.
have a really good chance to even make noise in the playoffs too.
And I'm pissed off because I can't slander Glenn Rivers because they're doing great.
Yeah, the Kyle Kuzma trade, people thought it was a bad move. It's been beneficial to them. They found like
Yeah.
a scorer. He's younger than Chris Middleton, or he plays younger than Chris Middleton, so he's not having the injury and stuff. So he's a reliable player. Was really the only thing that was really hurt though is Bobby Porter's taking some illegal substances,
Yeah.
so he's banned
I
for
didn't know
25
it.
games. So
yeah.
so it's stuff like that, man.
But and like I know that we starting to sound like a broke record when it comes to these things, but we have to blame Adam Silver when it comes to these things for 2 points. He has the authority and he has the ability to go to ESPN and say, look, y'all need to talk better about my product. Like, let's be completely honest. Like, everybody always try to talk about like the NBA losing viewership and this is then the third, blah, 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 blah. If ESPN is the worldwide leader in sports, Adam Silver should be going to ESPN and saying, let's talk about my games in a better light. Let's talk about my sport in a better light. So coverage
Roger
can
Goodell
come back.
does.
Yeah. So coverage can come back. Either that or why do you even accept the money from them in a large contract for the TV deal? Why can you go to keep up with a TNT or even try to like pour more money into NBC?
I kind of wish T was here. We're gonna do some follow because T boy has cause TV always good with like the breakdown when it comes to like TV contracts and
Yeah.
why things are a certain way. So we keep those questions in mind because I know we run out of time. So when we get T back, we're gonna have a follow up discussion on some of these questions, and then we're gonna have our own discussion about the MVP race because I wanted to get into it today, but we are running out of time.
Yeah.
We had a good discussion on the sports media. But yeah, like and all in all, it's just we're not asking for a lot. We just asking for people to actually do what they did just even 10 years ago and just like stop being lazy. Like because you could tell that a lot of these voters, a lot of these people that's making decisions about who gets what awards or whatever, probably don't even have a league pass. They're watching the same primetime games that we all watching and basing everything off that. But you're missing some of these key games that happen on that Tuesday, that Wednesday, those Sunday night that you're not watching because it's just like, I don't want to pay the such and such for the subscription. But maybe if y'all gonna be affecting people's careers, affecting people's pockets, maybe y'all should, because y'all can't be making judgment based off one bad game on TNT on Tuesday. You gotta have the whole story laid out. So I'm gonna end this right there when it comes to sports media before we get into the other subject. But yeah, man, as always, I appreciate y'all coming out, listening to us, man. Any other fellas, do y'all have any last words before we get off this pod?
It's David's turn.
No, yeah, we about a month away from the playoffs, so yeah, I'm excited for how things are going to shake up. I think as far as the East, I feel like the teams that we see in the top six are going to be the ones that are there. The West is interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what if Phoenix is able to get into the play-in, and if they're able to make it out the play-in, what matchup they'll present, like an OKC or the Lakers, So yeah, it's just stuff like that, and whether like obviously like Golden State has been surging since that Jimmy Butler trade. I want to actually see like if they are able to pull off a first round series victory. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think this is the best time of year for basketball. I know ball doesn't stop, ball is life, but yeah. March this is the best time, and obviously like we got the conference tournaments and NCAA tournaments. So yeah, it's a good time.
Corey BT. Corey, you already said you spilled. Corey's like
No, I'm good, man. Y'all pretty much said it all. Shout out to the
Yeah.
women though. Unrivaled
Oh yeah.
been a great league too, bro. Like
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
shout out
Oh yeah.
Unrivaled.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
We go.
I'm cool with
But
Nafisa. I'm cool with. I know I was against Nafisa and the Lynx not winning the
Yeah,
WNBA championship, but I'm
yeah.
cool with them winning the Unrivaled championship.
Going
She,
to
she will.
W2.
She will. She will. She will. I'm cool with that now. I'm cool with that now. The agenda. I had to get the agenda off. The agenda's complete. It's marked complete. So now, yeah, she can. She can.
Respect.
She can
damn
win.
shame.
She can win her chip now. It's all good.
Respect
UConn.
the agenda.
Hey, they gonna get winning the W2 in the piece. You know what I'm saying? Go do that.
UConn crying. Disgusting.
Exactly, man. This dude Dave, bro.
Respect the
Hey,
agenda.
hey, it ain't my fault. Courtney Williams sold in that game 5, bro. It ain't my fault.
That and then
They had their opportunity.
that
They
foul
had
call
their
too, though.
opportunity.
They did.
Yeah.
Beat
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can get into that on a later date. Well, actually, we can get into that joint soon because look, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have this Women Hoops episode next time we are on here. It is time. Unrivaled playoffs are going to be done by Monday. I mean, by Tuesday. The women bracket is going to be out. And as soon as the women's tournament is over, it's going to be time for the WNBA draft and going into the next WNBA season. Dave, BT, it is time because we have lots to talk about. It's been it's been a hell of a women's college season. The Unrivaled to me has been very good. I've been entertained watching the 3-on-3 basketball games, and we still got some lingering recruits out there that's coming in. And then this WNBA draft has gotten interesting after a few trades that have been happening throughout the season. So yeah, we got lots to talk about. I'm hoping we can also probably bring some folks on the show to talk with us too. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into this women's hoops next episode.
UConn women need to be a number 1 seed. It's probably not going to happen, but they need to be a number 1 seed. They need to be one. They need to be
Save
number
it.
1.
No, by the time we talk about it,
Save it for the episode. We're gonna save it. Hold it in, Dave. Hold it in, Dave. Hold it in, Dave. Hold it in, Dave. It's not time. It's not time.
I just gotta say that just because they just won the Big East. They just won the Big East, tournament again, and the brackets aren't out yet at this time. But yeah, we're gonna break it down once we see the brackets. We're gonna break it down.
All right, man. So we can head out. What we tell these folks, Dave?
You already know, man. Subscribe to the pod. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate everybody that has watched, whether it's been on YouTube or listened on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, whatever platform you desire to use. We appreciate your time to listen and check us out. Make sure you hit the like button, the follow button, the subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If you want to shout out, especially if you're listening to on one of our podcast platforms, hit us with the send a text, hit us with the support, hit the support the show link. The instructions will be there after that. I mean, this is another great time of year for sports, especially for basketball. Like I was saying, with March Madness and the playoff push in the NBA, we got more of that coming. And like Dre said, we ready to break down both the men and the women, tournaments. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. And we've been in the arenas. The reels on Instagram are coming. We're gonna be at more games sooner and later. So stay on the lookout for that too.
Bet that. And before we head, shout out to our boys, Brad and T. As always, we always gonna hold it down, man. Much love to y'all. But yeah, hey man, if y'all haven't, we just dropped our new episode. We had special guest Vance. Make sure y'all check it out. We was talking about that boxing matchup and boxing content. I think our boys, BT, T, and Vince, they did a really good job doing a whole bunch of breakdown of that. So yeah, man, we putting this content out. So hey man, as always, check out for us. Much love and everything. But yeah, Dre from PG, my boy C Note, 910's finest, BT, D, Dr. Esquire Day. This is Assassin 4. Stay blessed. We out.